In this video, I show you how you can efficiently automate Shopify orders with n8n. Let's dive in. Here you see a Shopify demo store, and it has a couple of orders. And usually when you export the orders into a CSV file and then import it into Google Sheets or Excel, then you get a file structure that you are not able to analyze further. So it has some really weird structure. For instance, here order number 1001 has two lines, and in the first line there are some total numbers, but also line detail items and so on. So you're not able to really create deep and significant pivot analysis you usually want to have with Shopify orders. So what I prefer, a structure where you have an orders overview with all the orders overview information and details, and an orders detail with all the line items and all the quantities and all the related informations, and then you're able to make really deep pivot analysis on top of your data set. For instance, here I have revenue per country. This is on the orders overview, and for instance here I create a custom pivot table for which products sold most on which month. Yeah, this is why I created a custom Shopify node that supports GraphQL, because with GraphQL you can really specify each individual fields you would like to display and how your orders is structured. Okay, you find it on npm. It's easy to install. You use this name n8n node Shopify GraphQL. I have also a GitHub repository that shows the details, and then you see the source code, how it's implemented. Okay, unfortunately the node is in review state on n8n and not available on the cloud infrastructure, on the cloud service of n8n, but I show it to you how you can use it, install it on a service like Hostinger. Here this is my Hostinger cloud instance for test and development. It's pretty easy to set up. It's a one-click setup, and here you come directly to manage the app. Here you see all the workflows I created, and on credentials, I have credentials set up for Google Sheets account and Shopify Access Token. There are tons of videos out there that show you how to connect your Google Sheets and Shopify account to n8n. Okay, first I show you how to install the community node, my community node. Go to community nodes. Here you can see it's already installed. n8n nodes Shopify GraphQL. How do you install it? Just go to install, enter the package name, click I understand, and install it. So this is pretty straightforward. Once installed, it's available to all your workflows. So let's get back to the workflows. Let's first start with the Shopify Orders webhooks. So usually when a new order is created, the Shopify webhook triggers the workflow. Here I just extract some fields. In this case, the JSON ID for the order ID, and I pass the order ID to my Shopify Orders sub-workflow, and this is where all the magic happens. As a second way to trigger this, I have Shopify Orders manual. So it's a pretty simple form where you can enter the query manually. So in case you missed some orders, or you would like to load previous order before you install this n8n workflow, this can be easily done via this form. And the actual Shopify Orders workflow is pretty simple. First, the webflow receives the query parameter. It can be an ID, the name, or it can be a range. Doesn't matter. Secondly, it executes the query. It does a bulk query. You can see it right here. And let's execute this step that you see the outcome. So this bulk query runs asynchronously on Shopify servers, so it doesn't hurt with rate limits or cursors or anything else, you don't have to deal with it. It returns all the order header information, and then below all the line items. How did I create this? I used the Shopify GraphQL app to create these queries. In this case, for instance, the order, here you can see the query parameter that is used. So this is the parameter, that the value that is passed to the sub workflow. This gets passed to the Shopify GraphQL query. You can see the orders, the order header information, the order name, the credit at, the email address, then the customer information, customer address, country, city, and the number of orders the customer placed on the Shopify store. This is quite helpful if you would like to make analysis on recurring customers, amount of money customers spend, and so on. And below this, the line items. Here you can see you need to add a limit, in this case first 10, or you use cursors. With the bulk operations, you don't need to add additional filters for collections. In this case, on the line items, I get the ID, the quantity, the money, or the line item total amount, the product, the related product that is sold, the variant price, the current inventory of the variant, and so on. And below, the total price, the shipping, the discount code, and the total amount. So when you create this in your Shopify GraphQL app, you can simply execute it, and this is what is returned. Then you just copy the GraphQL query and paste it into your n8n node, remove all the cursors and so on, and then you're done. This is pretty simple. Okay. Later there are two branches. First is a branch that takes the results from the bulk GraphQL query and creates the order overview information. So when you go to this is exactly, adds a line in here in the order overview. The second branch splits out the line items and then creates the order details. So pretty simple. Okay, I think it's time to show you how this works. Let's start with the webhook. Start the trigger and then go to Shopify Orders. This is the wrong one. Go to Shopify Orders, create a new order. Let's search for products. Yeah, let's take this one. Add a customer, collect payment, markers paid, create order. Once the order is created, the trigger fires, and you can see the order is executed. And when you check the Google Sheets document, you can see this new order has been added. It's the n8n. This is the order overview, and on the order details, the n8n is also added right below, and you can use this for your analysis and pivot tables. Okay, the same works of course for manual entries. So for instance, let's go back to the overview, and let's say number 10.5 has not been added, delete row, and let's go to the details. Number 5 has not been added, somehow missed it because the server restarted or something like that. Then let's go to execute workflow, and 5 submit. You can see the form is submitted, and the workflow runs. and once it's ready, the data is appended to your Google Sheets document on the details and as well as on the overview page. I hope you get an idea how powerful my custom Shopify node for n8n is, and I hope that it gets approved pretty soon. In the meanwhile, I'm working a lot with Cloud Code and Shopify and n8n, so expect videos about this kind of automation and AI workflows pretty soon. Stay tuned and subscribe to my channel.